So I think the Ranger is the perfect knife if you get rid of these two layers, because I don't think you need them. And from a pocketability standpoint, if you get rid of these two, you've got a really nice setup. So let's assume we don't need the opener layer, don't need the scissor layer. That's what you're left with. And even though it's a 3-layer, it's almost identical to a 2-layer. It's not that much thicker. So in the pocket, this thing just disappears. It's very nice. And the beautiful thing about the Ranger is to make this, these 2 layers that are removed, just basically 40% of the knife, they're the top 2 layers. So you pop the scale off, drill it out, pull off your rivets, slide these 2 layers off, and then gently put everything back together, and you're left with this, which is a beautiful setup. You got your big blade, you got your small blade, and you've got your metal saw / file, which is very useful and surprisingly efficient if you're patient. You get your wood saw, so that's that side of it. And again, you've got your big blade on the other side. So that's a nice little setup you got there. Then on your back, yeah, you got your corkscrew. You throw a mini screwdriver in there. I don't know if it comes with one or not. I threw one on there. But the cool back tools already there are, you get this little chisel, which you could use as a flathead. You're probably going to ruin the tip, though, if you did it with any force, because it's very thin, as you can see. It's supposed to be a chisel. I don't know what you really be using it for, aside from like carving your name at a picnic table. But I'm sure people have found good uses for that. And then the other nice tool, though, which is what I think makes this whole thing work, is this little mini screwdriver. And that, even though it's small, the head on that thing, that'll fit in a number 2 Phillips pretty well. I mean, you can't really crank something down hard with it, but it'll get the job done, like a loose door hinge or something. You got Phillips in there, you just put that in, it's gonna work. And the other thing you can do too, if you take that little mini screwdriver, because this thing is not round, you can basically put that in there. See, you can actually put force on it. And if you need to get into a tighter spot, you can still use that screwdriver to manipulate the screw, as opposed to, going in this way, which, if you put any force on these things, if anyone's ever used them, they're just not that great. But this thing will definitely function. So I think that's your perfect easy mod for a really cool knife that just packs a ton of features, and it's pretty easy to do if you're comfortable taking one apart. So anyway, might be my new and my second favorite knife, honestly. I like it.